Hi Gemini, welcome to your June monthly tarot reading. It's for general and love, so do keep in mind that it's general. It may not apply to you, and if not, maybe another month will. But also keep in mind that what hasn't happened yet will probably seem unfamiliar, so stay open to what's past, passing, coming to be. This may clarify things for you now, or give you a glimpse into the future, or inspire you to move in a certain direction. Hopefully these will be sparks of inspiration to help you to clarify whatever it is you're wondering about or point you in the right direction. Also, if you have time, take a look at the links I provide below in the details, in the expanded details. So usually music videos or things that I find connections from the reading can be as simple as lyrics or song titles, sometimes imagery, or just kind of fits the mood of the reading. You can see what applies to you, or just entertainment, or maybe it'll point you in a different direction. But in either way, I hope that they are inspiring or helpful for you. And so always use your own logic, intuition, judgment when making decisions, and stay open-minded, take things in a different context if you need to, and see what applies to your life. This is for the highest and greatest good of all. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you're just interested in Gemini energy, welcome. Let's get started. Thanks for joining me also. Let's get started. I thought we start with the signs, energies. I thought maybe there's a sign, see what comes up, but it may clarify whoever or whatever it is you're wondering about, a person maybe pertaining to, or just energy for you to be aware of that may be influencing you or playing an important role in your life for the month of June. And when I say June, I also mean, a little probably into July, since we are already kind of in the middle of June. But again, stay open to timing. Sometimes I watch videos from like a year ago and they apply to me now. We are all going through different things at different times, so yeah. Anyways, let's see what universe, God, Source, Holy Spirit, angels, energies of love, higher selves, spirit guides, counsel, have for Geminis for the month of June. What one sign is important for Geminis to take note of? Scorpio. This came out for Libra also. So maybe Libra, another air sign, is important for you to watch. Maybe there's something in that reading that will be helpful or answer your question. This talks about extraordinary power of prayer, control, fighting for what you believe in, going to the depths of something, feeling something, psychic intuition, connecting to people through emotion, feeling what others are going through, but being able to dive deep and find new meanings in things, search your soul kind of thing. Aren't afraid to talk about the deep subjects, or keep secrets. Talks about power and regeneration, so maybe that's important for you to know. Maybe there's someone in your life that's a Scorpio. Okay, so one foundational card for Geminis. This is the Rider-Waite deck. Pretty traditional symbolism. It's what I've based all of my minor and major arcana playlists on that are on my channel page if you're interested. As examples, usually they're playlists of music video. Wow, I'm having trouble talking now. They're playlists of music videos that I feel like exemplify or visualize some of these cards, and you can find some of the symbolism or imagery in those videos. See what stands out to you. You can put them on shuffle once you know what each music video is pertaining to, what order, suit, card number, and all that. Put it on shuffle and see what comes out for you. In case I'm not here to do these readings, you're wondering and wanting a quick answer, solution, see what stands out to you in those videos. But this deck, the traditional tarot deck, is what I've based most of the my choices in picking those videos upon. Let me shuffle these. And they don't always, like, I mean, they're not all exactly the base meanings of them. I hope you enjoy my interpretations of the cards. This is Seven of Cups. This is about choosing options, looking at everything, seeing everything together, maybe laying everything out on the table, seeing it all together. This is about maybe being overwhelmed with options that you have, things to look at, things to do, what to pick. Sometimes I think of them as scenes in a movie, and that's what could be, you know, I was talking about playlists when this popped out, so maybe that's what that's pertaining to. The cards tend to narrate whatever I'm talking about. So I'll pull another card for you. But yeah, this is about having a lot of options ahead, being in the clouds sometimes, but like, you know, just sometimes being amazed at what's in front of you, you know, sometimes just like to me, it looks like he's in awe, like he's looking into like, you know, some imaginary land with all these treasures, and he can like have anything that he wants. Yeah, so let's see what stands out to you. It talks though about making a decision, like deciding what's right for you. Maybe you're feeling a bit foggy. It is a little bit hazy out today, and I did predict that yesterday in I think it was the Aries video. Hazy shade of winter song. Anyways, night of something. Anyways, yeah, this is the night of. I feel like I'm just like giving you a lecture now. I will really focus, but this was the Knight of Wands, and I have Freddie Mercury there in the Knight of Wands, or Prince of Wands position. It goes Page, Prince, Princess, Queen, King, to keep it balanced, just so you know. Yeah, because I have Mercury in Sagittarius in the 5th house, so I can get a little bit carried away with the way that I write and speak and sometimes explain things, but I like things to be imaginative and fantastical and different, unique, and so I feel like that is about that. Getting excited, being excitable. Maybe if this does pertain to you, Sagittarius being the partner sign of Gemini, your opposite, you can mean traveling to see them, or them traveling to see you, or where they come from, where you're going, where you come from. I always say Egypt or somewhere far, long distances. It also just talks about being mutable, like yourself, flexible with things. Fiery, passionate, water and fire, creating kind of unique, I don't know, let's see. Okay, 4 Geminis, 1 foundational card. Maybe picking where to go with something, or 1 foundational card, 4 Geminis. This is the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Discs, Ace of Earth. This is like your golden opportunity, brand new start with something, something being offered to you, or a gift, or some sort of like small little like payout, maybe like a bonus or a tip or something like that, but it doesn't have to be anything having to do with finances, just anything of the earthly, like sort of reality, something that helps you, maybe a nugget of inspiration, a nugget of truth, a nugget of wisdom. It helps you start over, start on something new, go on a different path, even a different train of thought. But it's recognizing it and taking that when it's offered to you. Maybe you are offering that to someone else, but this is brand new, stepping into reality, brand new start with something. Maybe something having to do with job, work, finances, but whatever you've been wanting a brand new start with, whatever you are completing and wondering what to do next, it's kind of saying that whatever you do start is going to be really, you know, successful and good for you, like take you on the right path. Maybe that's what that is talking about, trying to pick, finishing something up, trying to pick what to do next, where to go, and maybe getting an invitation also, or someone helping you, like I said, like pointing in the right direction, giving you a little bit of advice, But either way, it's a really great omen, like a great way to start. It's tangible. It's something that you can use, something that is going to be helpful in your world. So it's your golden ticket. Let's see. The context for the Ace of Discs, Ace of Earth, for Geminis. Geminis out there, Sun, Moon, Rising. So the Ten of Cups came out like this, but this is what it looks like. This is some sort of happy completion, probably, to whatever it is that you're starting. Or, it's a tweener card, the ending of something, like I said, and something moving into the future, brand new start with something else. Because we have the Ace of Cups here. So, Ace and the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Cups. I'm having trouble today. Something of an emotional nature. I want to say just overflowing with love. It's just one of those things that come in your life and you're like, oh my gosh, everything sort of makes sense now. In a way, if I go down this path, I just feel like it's really good. It's really something that you are just really wanting to do. Really just kind of speaks to you on a different level. It could mean something that's in your tangible world, but whatever it is, it has to do with your feelings, your intuition, maybe a gift or psychic gift, or an intuitive bit of guidance, or a loving gesture, or something like that just brightens your day, brightens your month, maybe, gives you a brand new start. Could be a brand new start in a relationship since this came out. And this came out like this, but it's probably just meaning more for you. This is the Queen of Swords, and that is probably you. Also, this is general, so Queen, masculine, feminine, could be switched, so it doesn't really matter. But if this is you, and probably since it's air, swords, and you're an air sign, this is someone who, it's for you, I think. It's some brand new start for you. We're talking about you. You wanting this, maybe. Maybe getting the opportunity to have it. Both of these are great starts and great ends. Both Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups are both just your ideal, happy conclusion of something, and also the tangible, reality, happy conclusion of something. Merging, coming together, becoming real in your world, and maybe just needing to speak up or say something if, to get the ball rolling, say something to someone else, reach out to someone else, maybe ask for advice. Maybe that's what that is, asking for advice, or some encouragement, or giving that to someone else. But really, it's just be prepared for brand new starts to come into your world that are probably pretty along the lines of something that you've been wanting, that fills you emotionally speaking, just satisfied, having fun in the sun kind of thing. Whatever that means to you, whatever would be your version of this scenario, and having the opportunity to jump on that, to take it to whatever is being offered to you, and maybe saying exactly what it is that you want, having a clear head. This could mean that, seeing above the clouds, having a clear head about what it is that you are embarking on, maybe, or who it is that you need to talk to, maybe a Sagittarius, or maybe you have to go see someone, or you just need to have more clarity in your speech or clear up something. Once you've made your choice, I just pictured one of those, or an image of those arcade games where you, the clipper thing that animals, stuffed animals with these cards for some reason. So maybe just like hoping to get lucky with something and then that actually happening. Yeah, it's definitely what I keep picturing, like one of those like arcade games where you put in a little coin and you have to like, the claw comes down and you get your little cup of maybe someone asking you out on a drink or something like that. Also on a more like, maybe that's what you've been wanting. You've been really wanting to catch up with someone and see them and maybe reunite with them, and finally that coming true, that coming real in your world. Maybe just wanting a brand new start, looking forward to something completing so that you can start over, start fresh, and just be like filled. I feel like just like filled with emotional like support and love and just like excitement about whatever it is you're doing. Something that just fills you up so that you can give more of yourself, put more of yourself into whatever it is you're working on. So it's like, yeah, keep a lookout, keep your eyes peeled, like don't miss any opportunities. Follow through on things that could potentially lead you in a good direction. Like if you feel like going somewhere, like maybe go there and see where it leads you. See what stores you come across. Maybe you'll find a special little book or something nugget of, that answers your question or that is just really inspiring to you, or just an enjoyable afternoon. Maybe somewhere by the water. I don't always think of like Monet's Lily Garden or Lily. Wow. Monet's Lilies with this card, but for some reason I do. So maybe it has something to do with Paris, Impressionism, Impressionists, kind of reinventing that somehow. Like, I don't know if that means anything to anyone. I think I put that somewhere, like New Impressionists. Recreating old styles in your own, being a style inventor, being the first of something. I think of Cancer sometimes with this card, and Capricorn, the cardinal sign sometimes with this. But, taking initiative when it's offered to you, when it becomes clear in your mind what that is, which direction to go in, and picking one, and that leading to something successful that is emotionally fulfilling, maybe just spending some time outside with your friends, family. Sometimes literally means under something, like undercover, under protection, I think of with like the rainbow spectrum, love, like promise, maybe feeling very protected and within a relationship, like you feel safe to like no one's going to go anywhere or anything like that. You feel safe to open up, to open your arms to receive all this, like, I mean, if Ace of Cups is like a brand new, wonderful, loving, fulfilling, like start with something that speaks to an inspirational, emotional level, then this is like times 10. So you can't really like go wrong with it. Reverse, it can mean a little bit like very literally that not being the case, like, but it could also mean, just seeing beyond the facade, like if it is an idealized version of this, like, happy conclusion to something, it's idealizations also, like making sure that you are, reality check, like making sure that your expectations aren't exceeding whatever it is that you're hoping for, just keeping everything in check. But especially if you tend to be someone who like gets carried away with the imagination and stuff like that. But just, yeah, maybe seeing beyond any sort of superficiality. I just thought like how everyone like, makes themselves seem so much better on social media than their lives actually are. Looking at that kind of thing for some reason. I don't know why I just thought of that, but just seeing beyond like all the like the facade, the pretty picture, all that. Also, being happy with whatever it is that you're doing. Dance, maybe. Side by side, something on your side. Universe is on your side. Help is on your side. Emotion, someone is by your side. Or just 10 days, 10 something or other. Maybe any of those things answer your question, hopefully. Starting from the start, starting from scratch. Beginning again. Something brand new that excites you, that makes you passionate, that makes you want to move on it. Whatever it is, like maybe you already know what it is also. And it's up to you to just like go for it and just grab it, What is it that you've been wanting to do? If there is something, like what is it that you've just been like really, really wanting to start and haven't been able to, or keep putting it off? Like this is saying to start. Don't wait any longer to start and just see where it takes you. Just have fun with it, Make something your own, make something beautiful, make something lovely, or give and receive love. Okay. Oh, so this is the Lenormand, like it's a little mini deck of the Rider-Waite cards that symbolism all kind of mashed together and put into these new cards and new meanings. So let's see if there's any further clarity or information, wisdom for Geminis for the month of June. Clarity on the ace, and 2 aces, and the Queen of Swords, and making sure you're clear also with whatever it is you are saying, doing, wanting, asking for, telling, giving, making sure that there's like clear, I want to say like rules or something, if there is some sort of exchange, I don't know, like some sort of clarity in what you're buying, maybe? I don't know. The clover, that's kind of funny, because this is based off the Ten of Cups with the rainbow up here, and I'm not sure where the clovers come from, but this is just feeling extremely lucky with whatever it is that you start. Extremely lucky to have maybe someone in your life, extremely lucky with whatever option, promotion, gift, whatever is given to you, you have to enjoy. It's number 2, so I also think of partnerships, and there's 2 little budding flowers, 2 clovers. It's written right there, clovers. And it's like somewhat of a like moving forward energy too, moving your thoughts forward, moving. I also want to say like spray art for some reason, because the rainbow looks like it. There's like swirl. You could like put paint in, and it was swirling, and you can make all these different, like, I don't know if that means anything to you. There's like some sort of like method of that was, I don't know if someone was doing in the 50s. So I was inspired by those like swirling things that from childhood, those games like a year or something ago, and like found out that someone actually, had a canvas that was round. You would like spin it and like throw paint on it, and so you're just like switching up how you do things instead of, having something just stagnant, like something that you can move that then takes on based on the movement, you know what I mean? Instead of having like just a canvas in front of you and throwing the paint on it, canvas that moves. Like how can you switch things up in that way? Maybe that's a good bit of like information for you. The book. Awesome. Pull one more card for the clover. See what you're getting lucky with. There's the clover. The cross. They're kind of extreme. It came out like this, so it just depends on how you look at it. It can maybe you feel like a heavy burden or something, carrying a lot. It's another 6 of spades. This was the 6 of diamonds, or swords. So earth, air, maybe coming out of feeling burdened by something, and just seeing like the clear light. Like I kind of feel like you've been underground or something. You come outside and all of a sudden it's like clear rainbows and all that. Just being grateful for good weather, you know, like grateful for what you have around you, so that every day is a, you know, sunshiny day. I think that's like a Brady Bunch song. Think I'll go for a walk outside. That one. Luck, quick, optimistic, easygoing, carefree, success, serendipity. Pure luck and fortune. So maybe if you're gambling on something or wondering if you should, like, it's a pretty good omens. It's always like to feel your way through too. Promotion, recovery from an illness. Maybe that's what it is, recovering from an illness. A new investment panning out, being lucky in love. One of those 1,000,000 to 1 chances. Not a lasting trend, but a quick stroke of luck. So yeah, one of these kinds of like golden ticket, golden opportunities. Look it while you can, grab hold. Favorable opportunities. Having humor, always be on the lookout for a good deal or bargain. Could mean that, I mean, it's the first card I pulled and it's to the left, so it could mean that good times that you are experiencing now to savor, because, you know, the wheel's always turning and it's not, or not always going to be up, you know, on the top, so things could change, but, or something's blocking your success, but timing, something will happen quickly, either within 2 days or 2 weeks, or the month of February. So I think of Pisces and like winter again. This reminds me of winter. Sometimes, just depending on how this sets up for you, I just think of reverse cards as past or coming to be, so instead of present. But yeah, the Ace of Wands. So again, another ace. This is the clover. The leaves from the clover were created from the Ace of Wands to develop. Pink flowers, the clover, actually the tip of the wand folded over itself and colored with background of the Lover's card. So that Lover's card also came out for Libra, so maybe also again watch that video. 10 of Cups, Lovers, 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands. It's like probably brand new relationship starting or something like that. That leads to the 10 of Cups and being all about happiness and contentment. The foundations from the Knight of Pentacles as well as 10 of Cups. So again, if you're wondering about who it is, maybe it's someone having to do with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Earth, Prince, you know, someone who takes their time, takes a slow and steady approach to getting where they want to go, make sure they cover all their bases and all that. So this, though, I'm more interested. I haven't actually gotten this card yet. The Cross, 34. This is burden, destiny, and grief, hardship. So these are, maybe it's the end of that, and it's like moving into this, moving that direction. You did get the Knight of Wands earlier, so maybe you're moving in that direction, moving away from something, from your past, from where you come from karma, pain, religion, test or challenge. The Cross is a heavy card of grief and suffering. This card denotes long periods of hard work for little payoff. Maybe that's what that is, feeling like very little payoff for what you've put effort into. This card denotes long periods of hard work without little payoff. Old regrets come back to haunt you, and you might be presented with new challenges and hardships. If the Cross is to the right or left, it will affect the card in a negative way. To mention the Lover's card, which could mean separation, loss of a job, tired or worn out person, and timing immediately. So, a card of harsh realities. The background of this card is taken from the Five of Pentacles. The cross is made up from the pillars of the Hierophant card and a card of unrelenting constraint. When I think of a Hierophant card in the book was when the deck split, there was a card called the Book. It's a lot of symbolism coming from the Hierophant. So when I think of the Hierophant, I think of education or going to see some sort of council or some sort of religious institution. So maybe seeking guidance, help that way, or some sort of educational institution, something like that. Maybe if you are experiencing hardships, some sort of like governmental program or something like that. Help or like counsel, I don't know. Five of Pentacles, though, I kind of tend to think of in the more positive light, like they've been outside, homeless, struggling. These two people are walking past a church, golden light inside, and they're running towards it, and they, it's kind of like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing, like with this, it did say something coming out of like the underground, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and just where you can get a like warm meal, and if you're outside, like not being passed over, not feeling that way, just sort of trying to find where things are lit up for you, like following lights. If something lights up for you and you just know that that's the way that you should go, following that. But I also think of fives as change, so maybe changing up partnerships. If there's been an ending of some sort of partnership, this is also kind of talking about a brand new start too. You feel like you've put in a lot of effort in your old relationship, there was very little payoff in it, and you didn't get what you need, like your needs weren't fulfilled, they weren't, meeting you halfway, they weren't like giving as much as you gave, but so that's the ending, and you felt like kind of burdened by that or like something. And you're getting your new start here. It will lead to this, maybe. You just need to vocalize what it is that you want more so. So you don't, aren't indecisive. You aren't like just continually weighing your options. Just make a choice, just make a choice. So, let's see. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. Let's sum up this general part of the reading. I know there's a lot of different directions that could have gone in. Could be talking about change in direction, so that you all of a sudden there's clarity, change in direction. Now you know you're headed in the right way, on the right path. It's really about listening to yourself, though. And if you need to seek out second opinion or counsel or something like that, from government, from like a hospital or education, maybe talking to a teacher, professor, doing that to help you be more informed, but to get the truth, to know where you stand in a situation, maybe in a relationship or in a work situation, to know where you stand so you can make the right decision. If you don't have all the information, how can you ever actually make a decision? And if you are making a decision based without any information, it's probably not going to be very, informed. So, let's see. Sum up this part of the reading, or if I missed anything, or clarify anything for Geminis. Slow and steady, I did mention that here on the bottom. The bone collector, I don't know. Flying. It was Leo that got this, 20. When I think of judgment or the angel, 20, hearing some sort of wake-up call, going in a different direction, changing your life up a little bit, coming back to life. Just so we get the most comprehensive overview here, you can go watch the Leo video and listen to this. And I'll bring you this one, 12, slow and steady, because I haven't gotten this one before for any of the videos, and so something brand new for you. 12, I think of always reducing down to 3, so love, creativity, implementing that more so in your life. are seeing where you could give more in that way. Slow and steady wins the race. See if there's anything that stands out to you. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. This is the time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. So if you tend to be the Knight of Wands and kind of rush into situations, fast, quick to action, a little bit impulsive, or just excitable, maybe taking the Knight of Pentacles approach, more so slow and steady. Unhurried steps and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with juicier elements of life. Savor them. Reversed, to look at things both ways, pushing things forward impulsively will not only prevent success, but potentially cause more trouble than you're prepared to handle. Moving too quickly will only yield unripe fruit with a bitter taste. Slow down, breathe, meditate. You're not a human doing, you're a human being. Just be. Everything will work out if you can apply the brakes and become more aware of what's happening in the moment. Calm focus on the now, breathing in the beauty of your surroundings. You restore your power to consciously co-create your world. All fruits ripen in their own time. So the Nine of Pentacles too. It just looks like the rainbow spectrum that you see on bubbles, and the light reflecting and just transparency, translucent bubbles. I kind of think of blowing bubbles out at a park, being a kid, picnics and barbecues and that kind of thing, too. So maybe something about fragility and blowing bubbles, being very fragile, delicate. Maybe a situation needs a lot of delicacy, or someone needs to be more delicate. Also think of a snail, and then there's a spiral, where maybe it's a shell snail. She's part of it. I don't know. She's a fairy. There's a lot of things happening. But, some sort of I think this came up for Libra, screw, something screwing something in, making something stable. Just curlicues. I think of Mediterranean, or sometimes even Italian architecture, with the different things on the facade and how they swirl in, and just different shells that all have this sort of swirling pattern. Staircase even, maybe that's significant to someone, I don't know. Just looks airy, breezy. She's wearing a mask, but it's not tied. So you can take it off pretty easily. Looks more like it's just stuck to her face because of wind, wind blown or something. I just thought of blowing glass with the bubbles. Wind blown, blowing glass, bubbles, and it's a very delicate process, and you can see how when they have a long stick, and I did mention Italy and Burano, one of the two. One's for lace, one's for where there's a majority of lace making, and there's a lot of glass blowing, I think. Burano. But yeah, they blow through that thing and it comes out like that. And also, I think of the Judgment card, because she has a trumpet in her mouth, usually in more traditional tarot. Here, it's some sort of flying horse from a carousel. 20, though, also being reducing down to 2, so I think a partnership again with the 2 here. 2 in the clover, I can't even pick it up. So these are kind of the same colors, though. All of these kind of are very light and airy, aqua, teal. It's very summery cards. So. And even here, the maze is doing the same thing. Maybe you feel like you're on some sort of maze or stuck in a maze. I think of Wide Awake, a song, or just also thought of The Shining. Very different. these are very extreme for you, and you are Gemini, the twins, so maybe you're feeling pulled in two different directions, in some sort of maze you can't see the way out, but it's about following that light, maybe leaving a trail. Disney, like Hansel and Gretel, getting a lot of references here. Hansel and Gretel, like leaving a trail, find your way, or if you've come to the same point before, making your way inward, following the path towards the center. Think of fabric manipulation, twirling it like that, create some sort of like draped flower effect. Actually design something like that, but like, no texture. Her wings look like glass, Venetian glass, too. So maybe there's something about glass that's important. Being transparent with your intentions, with what you want to say, being more transparent, being too transparent. Here's leaving some sort of rainbow trail, too. Like, it looks more like, what are those? Smoke and, I don't know, cherry blossoms. I mean, very spring, like, very little fairy following in your footsteps, watching you. I don't know. Blending into your environment also, your environment mimicking you, or you mimicking your environment, like with the maze here and her skirt or whatever that is. I'm not sure if it's attached to her or not. I think it's part of her. Coming out of your shell, maybe flying, spreading your wings kind of thing. Also with that. Carnival. Is there a carnival in Italy? Like Carnival? Is that in Italy? I don't remember. Yeah, maybe just multiplicities of things, you know, like the maze here and then on her dress and how everything kind of mimics each other, and I don't know, being in the clouds. We have a lot of clouds going on, you know, between all these cards actually. These aces, something coming out of the clouds, handing you something. Spoken from the clouds, options in the clouds, riding through the clouds, hanging out in the clouds, I don't know. So again, I mean, I think of clouds, air, swords, you are an air sign, so maybe you just feel cloudy in your decision making, or needing to see something clearly, needing to gain clarity. Maybe there's just a lot of mental activity going on, you're just weighing your options with something, trying to follow a trail, treasure hunt also, find your way, make your way through something, flying over the clouds, I think of. Sometimes I think like extraterrestrials and things like that, like something having to do with clouds, atmosphere, not so much what we think extraterrestrials and spirits and all that probably look like. I mean, I think we probably don't know, you know, and it's probably, I don't know, some sort of, I want to say city in the clouds. It just made me think of Les Miserables and like Castle in the Sky, is it that little song? Castle. Maybe I'll find that and put that below. I was actually in a play called In Les Miserables here in Chicago, a small production, and when I was a little child actor, and I was that little girl who sang Castles, or was I completely blanking on the name now? It was Castles and Clouds, or I Know a Place where, you know, that one. Maybe a musical. I don't know, I feel like there's something here, and that's why I just keep going on about this. There's like a lot of references coming through. So, yeah, maybe you're just foggy on what to do, but I kind of think that city in a cloud, cities in the clouds. Are you feeling above something? or you seem above something, the way that you're coming off, the way that you're talking, speaking, you seem above, you know, you're seeing above the situation, you're seeing the big picture. I also think of that as big picture, you're seeing the big picture from a higher vantage point, being pretty straightforward, even though there might be some fog and haze and confusion. Once you do know the answer, you're pretty straightforward about that, so maybe I'll read flying anyways. I'll just read the upright version so we can move on. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. There we go. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over. So maybe that's what it is. You've been feeling left out for a long time now. The wait's over. All these brand new starts, and that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hope for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. So spreading your wings, angels waiting for you in the clouds. Looking for a sign. This is your sign. And if you have been feeling like things haven't paid off, or you haven't been getting, fair share, what you bargained for maybe, or what you've been working so hard at, maybe things happening behind the scenes that you're unaware of, and things happening behind the scenes take a little while to bring together, get everyone on board. We all have free choice. So to get everything in alignment, to get everyone on board, to work things out, divine timing wise and all that, takes some time. So working with fate, destiny, and being patient, and maybe things were working behind the scenes, and all of a sudden, we're completely shocked, but all of a sudden you're no longer here, and you are moving towards this, feeling elated and happy, vibrant. Yeah. So maybe having I feel like a lot is probably having to do with the relationship, because we have 2 twos here and a lot of emotion. So, so to bridge the general and love portions of the reading, thought I would just pull from this Winged Enchantment Oracle deck, and maybe there's some spiritual encouragement, advice, or just a good way to move into love. I don't know. Or signals, birds, messages from the universe. So, and they're all birds. So let's see what the universe has for Geminis, month of June. Finch. Curious. Pelican. This makes me think of one of the videos in my Odyssey playlist of Fuji's Pelican. There's a line with pelicans in it. I feel like this is kind of similar to the cross, waiting for the ice, the frozen, the freeze to thaw, and for spring. I'll just read Finch. This is Finch, by the way. I don't know if I showed it to you. It's a little lighter, headed towards that direction, I think. So, and it's 12-2. That's funny. So, 12-12. I am Finch, the diversity of experience. I'm a million facets of reality. I'm external spectrum of color. That's funny. Spectrum, the rainbow. I exist in my in a myriad of ways and bring the magic of alternatives. I am the high energy of restless anticipation. I am the new direction and choice. I am your clue that it's time to switch things around you and sample the flavors of life. Spice it up. Change the colors. Take the road never traveled. If you are stagnant, I will be there with an opportunity. If you have seen it all before, I will change the landscape. Without change, everything stops. I am the million of paths you could take. It's probably one of the 7 of Cups, like, you don't need any more options. I am a million paths you could take. I am the urge to try something new. I am the joy of a free and adventurous way of life. I am the flurry of endless activity. You are ready to leave the comfort zone and mingle with new realities. You are abundant in curiosity. You are active change. You are blending experience. You are Finch. Yeah, because I haven't even gotten to the love portion of this, so I'll just move on. Already at 50 minutes. Where did they go? Oh, they're right in front of me. Maybe I'll skip the Lover's deck. Just pull one. Foundational, love, romance, relationship, advice, suggestions, foundation, point, focus. The Fool. Here's your brand new start. So open your arms, starting fresh, starting over, maybe a brand new relationship or a brand new point in your relationship, brand new feeling, brand new, something brand new. Feeling like a fool, maybe feeling new at something, but trusting that you're going to go in the right direction, that you're going to be led maybe towards the right person, or again, I feel like divine timing, being led towards something. The 7 of Wands, I always think of like having to fight them off with the sticks. If you are dating, like having a lot of options maybe to choose from, like that. The 7 of Cups, having a lot of people to choose from. Just thought of The Bachelorette for some reason. But yeah, this is like holding your ground, standing firm, and fighting them off, or standing up for your opinion, standing up for what it is you want. Maybe holding out for what it is you want. But at the same time, opening your arms to receive, having all this like in light and warmth and happiness, the sun, and he has everything that he needs to take with him, just taking what you need if you are traveling, trusting that you'll run into the right things, places, people. If you need anything else, it looks like he has tattoos on him, but it's really like a thin shirt, which makes me think of like Anasu? No. What am I thinking of? I don't know, it was like back in like late, like 1999, like 2000s, and like that was really in that like mesh, like Betsy Johnson, like mesh sort of like thin fabric and all these dresses. Maybe bringing that back. So it's like tattoos, but like in a cool way, like tattooed mesh fabric, customized or something. Pleating. Taking shape in whatever here where the wind is blowing. Like, I know this is a love reading, but maybe you both work in fashion or something. Yeah, so the wind blowing that up, and that like it feels like it's frozen in air, and that becoming a shape, a silhouette to work with, or a hat or a new something, letting that be the starting point. His little bag is like a fish, I think. He's holding there, like a little weird clutch. I don't know, I'm getting a lot of fashion inspiration from this one. And this like background, this mountain looks like the tower in this deck too. It's like the swirling tower, history, Babel. Yeah, so just blind trust, opening your arms, taking a jump, taking a leap of faith into something, maybe having a lot of options to work with. Okay. For some reason, I just cannot find these cards ever. Okay, so the Decameron deck. It's a little extreme sexual-wise, but the other option is the Romance Angels Oracle deck. It's a little cheesy, so we're just going to bridge extremes here and see what else is affecting Gemini's love life, relationship, dating questions, maybe an answer for whatever it is you're wondering about. This is the Ace of Pentacles again. It's so weird. Yeah, and they look like they're piling up. So what's been piling up in your life that you need to take care of that could potentially like affect your romantic life. Maybe money looks like a stretching. Maybe doing some stretching. But basically, if you're wondering, yes or no answers, probably yes. The two Aces of Pentacles and the two Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, it's probably yes. If you're wondering about something, like doing a bridge in gymnastics, like stretching over something. Maybe you just need to like stretch out, try some different positions or something like that. They also have this like blue-green background, so maybe that is like pretty important for someone. And coins too. I think like hammering out coins and indentations and like I don't know. So maybe bridging any gaps or also water under the bridge or something. Ace though, probably a brand new start, brand new relationship, brand new someone asking you out, something like that. The Six of Cups. This is pretty. This is where the grass is like the rainbow spectrum here. You can see that it's like a bad glare. But the Six of Cups is like maybe someone from your past coming back into your life. Or remembering someone from your past or something coming into your life that like reminds you of someone of the past, and that's your answer. That's who you should reach out to. That's who you should talk to. That's who you're interested in, or vice versa. Maybe you see yourself having like a happy family, or just like maybe there's some sort of nostalgia for them, or anything like that. Missing someone from your past. But also in childhood, like just wanting to like sort of have family of your own or something like that. Six though is like nurturing, loving energy, and just here's just one person though. He just looks like he's like reading or drawing in the fields. Maybe taking some time on your own and just thinking about what it is, remembering back to something, remembering what it is you want. To start on. So having to make a decision also, I think of. Getting out into nature, going on a trip maybe with someone that you love, just being surrounded by maybe like merging your relationship with like a friend group or something like that too. Everyone just sort of being accepting and opening their arms also to like bring in some whoever you're dating, or you know what I mean, just being willing to mix and merge your lives, like get to know their friends, invitation to like some sort of family gathering or event or something like that, to be expected, especially the Ten of Cups, like some kind of like backyard celebration kind of thing. I don't know. So let's move on to the Oracle cards. I'll pull one or two for singles and then couples, or singles and dating, short-term casual dating or singles first. Geminis, single Geminis. What is to be known or what would be helpful for love, romance, relationships? Let go of control issues. So, what have you been trying to have too much control over? What could you let go of and just let fate, destiny take over? Like, let things play out for themselves. Let someone else maybe take control. Where maybe are you smothering a situation or like being too controlling, wanting a certain outcome too much? Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Just going with the flow again, you know, just going towards where it feels good, where it feels warm, inviting, and towards those kinds of people as well. I don't know what's going on in this picture. Like they're in like, I don't know where they are, but he has a fun turban on, and like I like her. I just see fashion all of a sudden so much, but I like her dress with that kind of like overlap sleeve kind of thing. Maybe it's just about like getting dressed up or something. Maybe you want someone who shares an interest in that, in aesthetic, in like similar taste, style, that kind of thing. No one's really looking at each other, so I don't know, maybe there's just like you're trying to control, again, a situation that you don't have all the information on or something like that, so it's just saying to go with the flow, to embrace whatever comes your way. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay. So for couples, or maybe there's a transition over, you know, single to couple, you see how it fits for you. For couples, married, long-term dating, Geminis, what would be helpful? What is to be known for Geminis, couples? That came out before. For Libras, also worth waiting for. So maybe the person you're with has been worth the wait. Divine timing is working your love life. Or you're waiting to like take things to another level or something like that, but whatever it is, it's worth waiting for. I'm going to pull another one just in case. These are new cards. They're a little bit stuck together. Don't shuffle as easily, so just in case that, you know. One more for couple Geminis. What's worth waiting for? Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you just got married or something and you're enjoying your honeymoon. It was worth the wait. And that like those clouds and the colors, just like seems like you're in some sort of dream fantasy or something like that. Again, this is Venice, and Murano is right off of near Venice. Gondola rides. Again, being driven or guided towards something by some sort of angel here. This gondola guy is like has wings, flying. You're just doing something out of the norm. Also, if you're not going on your honeymoon, maybe recreating that honeymoon experience somewhere. Maybe going to Vegas if you went to Venice for, you know what I mean? And you can take a gondola right there. Or just like recreating that like honeymoon feeling, being excited about each other, you know, where you're kind of like all of each other and just want to be around that person all the time, and they're like the best thing that's ever happened to you or the world, you know what I mean? Like, just being in bliss, I think. So, if you are going on a honeymoon, enjoy. And everything is worth the wait. You let go of control issues. Maybe everything will come full circle, and calling in your soulmate. These cards are too much. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. They're just all so random. I don't know, like being just not consistent with like their imagery, but like, anyways, calling in your soulmate. So if there's some sort of transition, maybe that's what it is you're really wanting, someone who just really gets you on a different level than what you've had before. Trying to let go, go and let God, like just let things kind of come to you, and because it'll be worth waiting for. Someone is worth waiting for. Someone is worth the wait, because you potentially have this honeymoon feeling for the rest of your life. So I hope that was helpful for you, Gemini, and I hope that you have a great month of June. Feel free to let me know, comment below if any of this works out for you or helps you or comes true for you. And yeah, also again, be sure to check out the links if you have time. And yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for joining, liking, subscribing, and sharing this video if it worked out for you. I appreciate it. So have a great month. Bye.